Clarke, and you're watching Sporting Icons.
So the Olympic hopeful in Frazer Clarke, that guy on the intro there, hopefully once everything is sorted out in the world, he can then get his qualifier done and dusted and then move on to the Tokyo Olympics, which of course has now been moved from this year, 2020, to next year in 2021. So all going well, we'll see Frazer Clarke in there at the super heavyweight division, which is the pinnacle of what a lot of people look at when it comes to the Olympics. Who are the super heavyweights? Some of the greats of the past, that's what it is that they won, which was the super heavyweight division, like Lennox Lewis, of course, Anthony Joshua, and so forth. So with Frazer Clarke, he is Britain's hope in the sense of going with that one. Of course, we have plenty of hopefuls up and down other weight divisions as well, but this one is, of course, about Frazer Clarke. Now, Frazer Clarke, a lot of people compare him to Joyce and Anthony Joshua, especially if he goes to the Olympics and medals. Who knows? Gold as well, right? In my opinion, he could certainly win the gold medal. Now, if he does, again, a lot of people will be comparing him to say, okay, can he do what Joyce has done already? Can he go and do what Anthony Joshua has done? Now, he knows Joyce very, very well. He's been in competition against Joyce before in the amateur setup. And of course, he knows Anthony Joshua extremely well. He's very good friends with Anthony Joshua, and he's a regular sparring partner for Anthony Joshua as well. Anyway, Frazer Clarke, he's been speaking about the Olympic Games and the comparisons between him and former Olympic medalists Anthony Joshua and Joyce, and this is what Frazer Clarke had to say. I've been around Team GB for 10 years, since 2009. I'm still a bit in the unknown. I could sort of see that the Olympic postponement was coming, but it's still hard to get my head around. I've been waiting for 10 years, and I'm telling myself, well, it's only another year, but can I really wait another year? I was only a couple of days away, possibly from qualifying. Thankfully, me, the family, we're all as well as what we can possibly be. But with the Olympics, it's still a dream. In time, we'll have the conversations with Team GB coaches, but at the minute, the goalposts haven't changed for me. There are two ways of looking at this. Yeah, it's disappointing, but it's also a year to get better and get more training and education. And yes, I am lucky to be compared to a lot of other boxers. I'm in a good position. Without fighting the pros, they don't get paid. Unless you have good sponsors, and even then, sponsors are pulling out at the moment. I've lost sponsors in recent weeks, and I fully understand where they're coming from. They're just small businesses, and if there's no money coming in, then obviously there's no money going out. The funding is still there for us with the GB setup, and of course, that's a good thing. Now, when it comes to Joyce, no disrespect to Joe, but we're two definitely different 30-year-olds. I don't act 30. I've been surrounded by kids for years in the amateur setup. I feel fresh, better than ever. But we're totally different. You have the fitness machine in Joyce. You have the power athlete in Joshua. But I believe I'm better than both. More of a natural boxer. I think few people around the game who have seen us box at some stages would disagree. I'll bring a different style, a different way of fighting than both Joyce and Joshua. It's me and my boxing skills, excitement all the way. Maybe I have to tighten up my defence in the pros, but it will definitely be exciting. I want to be at the British title level when I turn pro within 5 fights. I've been training with professionals for a long, long time. Good pros like Joshua, and I'm ready to do it. So that is Frazer Clarke's statement. Now, I know I was bumbling a little bit in some of that. Now, Frazer Clarke, he is the hope. Division, which is of course Frazer Clarke. But listen, there's plenty of other fighters as well that could well go on and do something fantastic, and a couple of my picks are the McCormack twins. I think that these guys could do something pretty spectacular in the Olympics, plus many other fighters for the men and of course the women. But first things first, he was supposed to have done the qualifiers about a month or so ago, but of course due to what's going on in the world, they then pulled the plug halfway through the European qualifiers for the Olympics, which is kind of a shame in some ways, because he got a pass, as a Frazer Clarke, he got a pass into the next round because his opponent pulled out with illness. So, I mean, he was almost there. I think all he had to do was fight 1 or 2 more times and he would have qualified for the Olympics, of course, providing that he won. But when it comes to the Olympics, people will be looking at Frazer Clarke saying, okay, he's always been on the back burner. Now, in some ways, he could have and should have went, really, to the 2016 Olympics. And because he qualified, he'd done everything that he had to do, but the team then chose Joyce instead. Of course, Joyce, he went on and got the silver. Many feel that he should have got the gold. But with Frazer Clarke, he's always had to be on the back burner. He's had to play second fiddle to Anthony Joshua, to Joyce. But now it's his turn. It's his turn to show that what he's made of. And of course, when I had him on the channel a couple of months back there, we spoke about all of this. We spoke about the fact that he's been having to wait. We spoke about the fact that when's he going to be turning pro? So he gave answers to all of this. And in short, once these Olympic Games are out of the way, he wants to be turning pro, okay? Because he's 30 years old now. So he wants to be getting in to the pro game. This is where you make the money. But of course, he wants to turn pro with an Olympic medal under or on his resume. That's what gets you the big deals, like Anthony Joshua. Of course, he got that massive deal with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. Joyce, he got a good deal with David Hay. Don't quite know what happened with that one, but now he's with Frank Warren. So these kind of things happen. So for Frazer Clarke to qualify and, of course, at least medal, even a bronze, he's going to get a good head start in the program, which is, of course, what he wants. But anyway, he's saying that to compare him to Joyce and Anthony Joshua, we're actually totally different people, totally different styles, and you'll see something special when he turns pro. And of course, as he said there, he wants to be at the British title level within 5 fights. So he's looking to be fast-tracked. Anyway, drop your thoughts below about it, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.